1 o'clock on the dot. We are live and local. Welcome back to Central Valley Talk, the 1 o'clock hour. I'm Austin Reed. Thank you for joining us. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You know, we've been talking about how hot it is today across the Central Valley. We've got that excessive heat warning. That goes into effect. Actually, it went into effect about an hour ago. It will stay with us through at least Monday. It is now 99 in downtown Fresno. 107, our forecasted high today. Tomorrow, 112. Saturday, 114. Sunday, 115. Monday, 114. And then we cool back down to 109 on Tuesday. I don't know if that's a that's a cool front, but it's a little bit chillier. All right, yeah, I think I already said I'm Austin Reed. But joining us live in our Tower District studios is Camille and Nathan with Chic Romance Travel.
Yes.
Welcome back to
Thank
Central
you.
Valley Talk. You've been on before.
Yes.
And Nathan, I interviewed you and some of your other members with FFA out in Madera Ranchos.
That's right.
Liberty
Yep.
High School.
Yep.
When do you guys go back to school?
I don't know.
August sometime,
It's
probably,
August
right?
12th.
Yeah, okay.
They go back, yeah.
My daughters are starting kindergarten. They're going to go to Webster.
Okay.
And they start, I think August 12th.
Yes.
Yeah,
August 12th.
so very
Yep.
exciting. You know what? COVID is going away. We've got the Delta variant, but the vaccines are out, and obviously things are changing. We're not in lockdown anymore.
Right.
And I've been, keeping a close eye on the travel situation, as I know you have as well.
Very
and now
much.
we've got a travel expert. Where do you begin?
Definitely have a travel agent just to navigate through all of this. Protocols are still going on around the world. I primarily do international travel, so I'm up to date on the constant changing, sometimes week to week, with protocols. But and definitely want to pack your patience once you start traveling.
Is it expensive right now?
It is, just because inventory with properties, hotels, flights is filling up or sold out, especially for this year and first and second quarter of next year. So airlines, hotels, travel deals, they don't have to really run them because inventory is low. And especially with protocols like Mexico, for instance, they're only running like at 60% occupancy level for hotels. To keep the government protocols in place, to make sure things are clean, not turning over rooms. Like, for instance, normally you would check out of a room by 11 o'clock, and then they would clean it, and then they would hand it off to somebody else by 3 o'clock that afternoon. They're not doing that. A lot of hotels are at least 24 hours not turning those rooms over, using 60% inventory. So, you think that, next March, I've got a couple large groups traveling in February and March of next year, and the one resort over the week that they're there is completely sold out already.
Dang.
Yes.
Now, you guys just went on a vacation.
We did.
Where'd you go?
We went to Cabo.
Cabo.
Yes, Cabo.
Nice. Are these some of the pictures?
A couple of them in this group are
Okay.
a few of the photos, and then there's other destinations and experiences that you can do while you're on a trip. Nathan was able to learn how to scuba dive in the pool to test it out to see if he likes it before we actually, invest in scuba lessons, and he loved it. And then we did fishing. You want to?
We did deep sea fishing. So we got up early in the morning. We went out to the pier, or not to the pier, to the harbor, and we got onto a fishing boat, and they took us kind of like what's cool about it is that you have like the the delta water because of how the geograph, and you have Pacific that hits into it. So we were in this like kind of more calm area and stuff, and then we were catching smaller fish. Then they once we got used to it, they took us off to the Pacific side, which the water's a lot more rough, and we just started hauling in a lot bigger fish because just due to how rough the sea is, they have to be bigger.
Tell me a little bit about what it was like to go on your first trip for a long time.
It was slightly confusing at first because of a lot of new things due to COVID, but once you kind of like understand what they're trying to do and like what they want you to do and what they expect, like try and be safe and stuff, it just got a lot easier.
I want to talk a little bit about some of the other challenges that your clients are running into right now.
A lot of airline delays are happening. Airlines canceling flights. Last week, Fresno had no fuel at the airport, so they were
I didn't hear about that.
Yes, they were having to fly planes. Like if you were flying Fresno Dallas with American, for instance, or some of the others, you had to fly. They made an extra stop in Vegas to fuel the planes, and then on to Dallas, and then wherever you were connecting onto. I had a family of 5 leaving late Monday night to Belize, and they were supposed to fly Fresno to Dallas, Dallas into Belize, and then a hopper flight on to San Pedro, a little island outside or just off of Belize. And anyways, flight got off, but got delayed an hour, and then the flight into Belize was being delayed. It ended up an hour and a half delayed. So the hopper flight that we had from Belize on into San Pedro, I was having to contact the airline to delay it, then contacting the transfer company that was picking them up to take them to the hotel. So they finally got to the hotel they left at 1:50 in the morning out of Fresno, and then showed up at just after 8 o'clock. Yeah, in Belize. So it was a long day, and there was 2 young girls traveling, a mom, a grandmother, and an aunt. Yeah, so.
Yeah, all right. It's the sign of the times.
It is, and post-pandemic right now, everybody wants to travel. I was just reading an airline stat from this past weekend that there was over 45 million people that traveled this 4th of July, and we're at a 90% travel rate right now for booking. And yeah, so I've been in the travel industry over 32 years, and just comparing 9/11, everything happening, and how travel came back, this is so different than the world basically being locked down for a year.
People are ready to party,
and people are ready to travel. And I highly recommend using a travel agent, because TSA lines are even longer. You mentioned just traveling. Hotels are not running at full occupancy level, so it's not too late to start planning. I'm already planning travel for late 2023 and into 2024 already.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So highly recommend start planning.
I saw a story about Disneyland. They're offering, was it a day pass for $83?
Yes, I read that.
Okay.
Yep, I read it.
Here, my thought on the matter is, I'm not going to take advantage of that because it's going to be insane.
Yeah.
We're under a heat wave.
And on top of that, I believe it had to be used by the first
September.
part of September. And it's still based on, you can purchase the tickets, but it's still based on reservations to get into the park.
Yeah.
So if you're not too flexible, that can be an issue, especially for us driving from Fresno,
With your trip, compared to, say, maybe just a weekend to Tahoe,
Right.
Would you suggest maybe not doing such extravagant vacations right now? Or
No, I would still do travel right now.
Okay.
And actually, the May trip was my 3rd. We traveled 3 times since July last year. We went to Puerto Vallarta in July. Nathan went with us because I wanted to get out there and see what the pandemic, protocols and how it was really going international, not just what we were being told.
Right.
And Puerto Vallarta had actually opened up 2 weeks prior to us actually traveling. So we were there for just over a week. And then in end of October, 1st of November, we were back to Cancun, Riviera Maya, Hobosh area. So we traveled through that area to see, and stayed at multiple hotels to see what it was really like traveling and experiencing it firsthand. And then we just went in May to Cabo. And then I'm actually going in November back to Riviera Maya, and then January to Costa Rica.
Don't you have the best mom ever? Because she has to travel for her job.
Yeah.
So Nathan, you get to just tag along and experience this. Did you have any anxiety, Nathan, traveling back? Getting back into the world?
I'd say the first time I went to Mexico, I remember getting off the airplane and just the fact that everyone was speaking a different language than me and I did not know at all what they were saying. I kind of got anxiety from that. And just due to the fact that I have no clue. Like, they could be telling me to, don't go that way, don't go this way, directing me, and I just wouldn't know what.
Yeah.
We've got about a minute left. One thing that I noticed, I was supposed to fly to Michigan next week for a job situation for work, and the trip got canceled, and I tried to get my money back through United.
Right.
Nope. They're not doing that right now,
No,
huh?
they were doing that when COVID happened last year.
So keep
they
that.
were doing refunding and changes and whatever you wanted to do, no problem. But now most airlines, most hotels, most booking sites are not doing that. Like the airlines, they probably told you have 1 year from date of issue to use your credit and then pay difference of fare if the price is higher. A lot of companies are doing that, and highly recommend, especially if you're traveling international, use a travel agent because at least you have an advocate to help you. Because I had a situation a couple weeks ago with clients traveling out, and the family that I booked had no problem. They had travel insurance that I recommended to be able to, get their money back. Another family member of the friends was like, "Oh, I found a better deal online. I'll just do it, go that way." Anyways, they did not get their money back, and they lost out on their travel investment. So didn't have anybody like a travel agent in their corner to help them out. So
now more than ever.
You need a travel agent. Yes.
Website, phone number?
Yep, chicromancetravel.com, and then telephone number 800-432 I just went by 1752. Yeah, 800-432-1752, or you can email me at hello@chicromancetravel.com.
I love it. Nathan, good seeing you again.
Yep, good
Thank
seeing
you.
you.
Thank you,
Enjoy your
Austin.
next trip.
Yes.
And probably the next time I see you, Nathan, you're going to be like 7 feet.
Yes.
I interviewed him a few months ago, and you're already taller.
Yes,
Crazy.
back in April. Yep.
Wow.
Exactly.
All right. Come back maybe in a few months just to update us.
Definitely.
That would be great.
That
I
would
call
be
you
great.
our Central Valley Talk travel expert.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Austin.
Thank you. I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We're back with another live local guest coming up in just a bit, so don't go anywhere.
Camille Sanders of Chic Romance Travel is your certified destination wedding and romance travel specialist. With Chic Romance Travel, you'll save time, be less stressed, and have a unique, unforgettable travel experience. You deserve this. Call Chic Romance Travel at 1-800-432-1752 or visit chicromancetravel.com.